Gender equality is discrimination on the basis of sex. Salutations to my peers and judges. 96% of human trafficking involves females. Inequality. Gender inequality is powerful. It is the reason most of your elementary school teachers were female and your professors will be male. By the end of this speech, I want you to understand why females can never be equal to males. We cannot change biological gender roles. There will always be people in power wanting to oppress others, and we would have to reinvent humanity in order to make it equal. First, women can never be equal to men because of the people we have in power. There will always be people in power wanting to oppress others, and normally, those people in power are men. Women rarely make up government. Despite making up 51% of the world's population, women make up 8% of national leaders. Women can't be equal to men because of the people we have in power. We need to be accepted into politics in order to be treated equally to men. Recently, when the Taliban took over Afghanistan, it was the women who suffered. Women can't even take taxis without their husbands. This takes the power away from women and gives it back to men. Recognizing the larger context in which men are trained to seek control in order to feel like a man is the foundation to this ideology. Next, women can never be equal to men because of the creation of biological gender roles. A gender role is a behavior given to a specific sex as a norm. Let me paint a picture. A man and a woman have equal education and start working in a law firm at the same time. After the first 5 years, they both decide they want to start families. The man only needs to take off a couple weeks, whereas the woman is expected to take months, if not a year off. This is because she's the gender expected to care for her children. Women are put behind men career-wise because they're the gender that gives birth. This is far from equality. A survey shows that 2/3 of women in law will leave in the first 5-year period to have children. These women will never return as it is not seen as beneficial for their role as a mother. Lastly, patriarchy is difficult to forget. We would have to reinvent humanity in order to make it equal. In more depth, the patriarchy would have to be completely overthrown to create a more progressive and equal environment. We would need to reinforce the idea that women can make equal or higher education to a man without it being controversial. In a Pew survey, 70% of people believe men should make a higher income than women. This is even when we consider ourselves the most equal to men we have seen in history. We are in 2022, and still so many people believe in these traditional views. During the pandemic, more women left jobs than men. In September 2020, 865,000 women left the workforce, compared to only 216,000 men. The pandemic widened the wage gap. Overall, these are all issues that contribute to why women can never be equal to men. Ultimately, complete gender equality can never be accomplished. This is an issue that will continue to affect women as it has throughout all of history. If we don't start acknowledging this, the blood will continue to be on our hands.